craft room. What am I doing surrounded by all of these centerpieces? Well, the reason I'm making these is we're getting ready to have a rodeo dance, and I've got to pack up and get going in about 30 minutes. Our community got hit very hard by Hurricane Harvey, and we have a special needs adult son. And our library got wiped out, our high school, a bunch of our commercial district, and the YMCA. And for decades, the YMCA had a social night out for special needs adults. Well, after Harvey, they didn't have anything anymore. Now, our community center was saved by about 3 feet from the water. So a group of moms got together and decided to start putting on a dance once a month at the community center. And we have 10 round tables. And my job is to make centerpieces for the dances and other decor. But so tonight we're having the rodeo dance. So I've got 10 of these, you can see. Some of them have the red tissue, some of them have blue, some of them have yellow. I changed the colors on all of these to do red, yellow, blue, and browns because that's what our tablecloths and napkins and all that stuff are. So I thought maybe there's somebody else out there that would like to make a centerpiece for maybe their party. So that is why we have all these here, and that's why I made this video. So let's go make it. So you ready? Let's do this. Now, see these 2 pop-up cards up here? I've also made those. I've made a bunch of those type of pop-up cards on my channel. So if you'd like to see them, go check it out. So first we're going to do new project. And then I want to show you how to find image sets. So you're going to go down here to image, just like that. Oops, that's not what we're doing right now. Let's erase that. Okay, and you come up with this. To this. Oh, wait. Oh. When it comes up to this first, before you search for anything, you can go right here. These 3 little lines with the dots on them. Up here in the upper right-hand corner. Right here. Okay, and then you go to categories. And then right about, the 5th one down is image sets. And then you take the arrow back and back again. And now it's giving you all the image sets, which there's a ton of. So you can see there's 6,000 image sets. And all the sayings like the boots and chaps and stuff, they all came from something called County Fair. So you're going to put County Fair in here and search. And there you go. There it is. So we're going to click on that. And it's going to give you everything. Okay, see all this? Now, I used a bunch of these. I used the Yeehaw. I used the Happy Trails, but I changed the cactus out for a Texas flag. I used the Wild West. Let's see. So it all depends on what you like. And of course, it could be any words that you want. But these are the Robe 'em, the Saddle Up, this Texas. So we're looking for the boots and chaps. Let's see. Ride 'em Cowboy I did. The Ride 'em Cowgirl turned out really cute. It should be in my, on the thumbnail so you can check it out. Here's the boots and chaps right here. So we're going to click on that. Now, normally if I wasn't showing you how to do that, I would have just given you the code number. So we're going to do that now. Okay, and we need to do the background square, the background rectangle thing. So we are going to all images in Cricut start with #capital M. Okay, and this particular one is 4186A. There we go, and we're gonna search. Oh, I didn't go all the way back. I didn't see. Look, I'm still on image sets. So, this is what I didn't do. I'm going to take it off and put it on all instead. I'm sorry. I messed that up, didn't I? Now we're going to search. And we're going to put this in. #M4186A. There you go. Now search.
And there's your frame. We're not going to use, you click on it, and then we're going to hit insert down here in the lower right hand corner. Now, I didn't use the frame part. If you like it, then hey, go for it. But let me show you how to get rid of parts of these. You can ungroup, you can go to actions and ungroup it and then just completely exit out. But usually for me, it's just easier to go in here and just hide it. So you highlight it in gray, whatever you don't want, and then you're going to go right down here. See the little eye thing right here? You're going to click on it and it's going to make it disappear. Okay. Then another thing I want to do is see this right here. You see how that eye is marked out? But I want the black background. Now you may or you may not. That's up to you. That's totally your choice. I liked it, so I added it. There you go. See, let me show you again the difference in the two. There it is with the black background, and there it is without. So that's your choice. Okay. Now let's change the sizes on these. This is going to be super quick and super simple because we're only doing these two things. If you're making multiples and you're doing these different, like I did, the different graphics, then all of these frames are all going to be the same size. So you're just going to duplicate them. You go down here to action, see the little duplicate right there. You're just going to duplicate them for however many times that you need them. And then for this boots and chaps, actually wait, first let's change this. I am using 8.5 by 11 paper. So I want to make them as big as possible as I can. So I go down here to edit, and the width is going to be 10.75 because that's going to be the biggest I can make it with the paper that I have. Okay. 10.75. So there you go. That's your size. And don't duplicate a bunch until after you've changed the size, because then you have to change the size on every single one. Get all your sizes and or colors done first, and go from there. Now, on this one, I'm going to give you the specific size, but on most of them, look. Let me show you how to do that. We're still on edit. You're going to go right down here to the range. See the three squares? It's going to pop up, and I'm going to push send to front, and that makes the boots and chaps come up. Now, all the ones that I used are all different sizes. These. So I just kind of made them bigger and bigger until I decided I liked where it was. But for you, I'm going to give you the size. And of course, I wanted to make them big enough so they look good on this background. And this one is 8.5 width. There you go. So look at that. Boom. Done. Now, I wanted, the other moms were getting the tablecloths and the napkins and the plates and all that stuff. So we decided on red, blue, yellow, and brown. Okay, that were going to be our colors. So I need to change these colors. So I'm going to pull up layers. And this gives me all these different layers so I can do them automatically. The yellow, which is the very back layer, has the yellow star there. And I like the yellow star, so I'm going to leave that. The chaps, I believe the chaps was red. I may have these backwards, and I don't have it right here. So, okay, it doesn't matter which one of these reds you pick. It doesn't matter. Okay, there we go. And then the boots, whoops, highlight the green. I turn that to blue, or it's the opposite, one of the two. I'm not sure. There we go. Boom, done. Of course, you can change them to whatever colors you want. If you're doing all Cowgirl stuff, then you might want to do some pinks and yellows and stuff in there. So, your choice. It's done. You're ready. Now, if you're going to be doing a one-sided centerpiece, say you're sitting it on a cake table and it's up against the wall and nobody's going to see the back, then you're done here. But me, I am putting these on round tables. So I need them back to back. I need them two-sided. So I need 2 of these. Okay, so I'm going to go back to actions and do duplicate. Okay. And these are exactly the same, so they'll go back to back. Okay, so you got 2 of those. And I need 2 of these. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate that. There we go. So, depending on whether yours is two-sided or one-sided, done. Now, we're ready to go cut it out. Go ahead and cut all this out, and I will meet you over at the craft table, and we'll put it together. Let's see if we can do this on the tabletop. I'm not sure. We may have to move over to the other one, but I think I can show you pretty well here. We're going to finish this here in just a minute, but I want to show you exactly what we're working on right now. I've got the other side already done. Okay, and then here's the one that we're going to put on there. Then these are from Dollar Tree, and they're just long chenille stems. Okay, pipe cleaners, we used to call them. Floral foam, you can get that at Dollar Tree also. You just need a little bit, enough to fit into your bucket, like that. Okay. Then I have these wire cutters here. Cut these in half. Then I use these bamboo skewers. These you buy at the grocery store. They're really for shish kebabs. Okay. So you get 100 for like $1 or $2. I mean, very cheap. Okay. So we're going to use on just this one, we're going to use one long one. And then I cut another one in half, same as I did with the chenille stems. Now on these, okay, you see I've got 2 made. Here's what I did. I've got 2 of each color, 2 long, 2 shorter. Okay, you can see where the short ends, see? And then I've got some that are longer, see? Doesn't have to be exact because they're going to get curled up anyway, okay? And then I tie a knot first, and then I curl both sides, okay? So that's these right here. And here in just a minute, I'll show you what we're going to do with them. So let's finish. Got some floral foam on here. Let's finish this real fast. Now, I'm not going to go over making these. I mean, these are pretty simple. You don't need instructions on how to put these together. I just look at the picture on my Cricut program and then just follow that. And they're very, very simple. And like I said before, these are all sayings from the county fair. Image set. Okay. So, and I need 10 of them for the dance. And I know I already talked about that in the intro. So here we are. We are going to, because these are going to be back to back. Now, if you're making a centerpiece and it's not words, you don't need this outer piece. Okay. Because words, you can't mirror them and put them together because obviously one will be backwards, right? But if it's just a picture, usually you can mirror them, do one this way, and then put them together in the middle. But when you have words, you've got to have this outside piece, okay? So first, let me show you how we're doing this inking. I've just got this. You can use a cotton ball. You can use a makeup remover cotton thing. It doesn't matter. Got a little bit of brown ink here. That also doesn't matter what kind. And you don't have to do this part. You can leave it plain if you want. And then I just get a little bit of ink on my thing. And then I'm just going to run it along the sides right here. Okay, there we go. Boom, done. See? Okay, now... quick and easy. We don't need that right now. We just needed it for the ink. Then we need to put this in the middle and glue it on. This is the glue I use. It's Art Glitter Glue. I get it on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. This is really good paper-to-paper glue, okay? And I'll get the smaller thing with the little addition of the silver tip. You never have to worry about putting too much glue to where it will buckle the paper. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when you were a kid and it made the paper all wrinkled because there was so much glue on it. Okay, so these, nobody's going to be touching these. Okay? They're just going to be looking at them. So you don't have to be, you know, don't have to do a ton of glue. I'm going to pull it over just a little bit. There we go. There we go. Just like that. Okay. Then we need to put these two together. Now, if this is going to be sitting on a table that's up against a wall and nobody's going to see the back of it, you don't have to do the back part, okay? But at the dance that we're doing for the special needs adult community here, I need it two-sided because they're going to be on round tables, okay? So, but this is also going to go in here, okay? Just like that. Okay, now, depending on what bucket you choose, and we're going to talk about that here in a minute, you're going to decide how far up you want your sign to sit, okay? So before you glue in your stick, let's decide. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue around the edges here, but leave this area right here no glue. That way we can just stick our stick up under there. Okay, so we'll start right here, just like that, and maybe a couple of swipes here. Okay, and then we're going to meet each one, just like that. Now, you might, after you glue it, you might have a little bit of the lighter colored paper showing if it doesn't quite match. And two, while I was putting these together, see, look, on the back side, sometimes they're not going to quite match. All you need to do is get your ink and just cover that so it just blends in. Okay, so not a big deal. Okay, there you go. Then, since we left this part open, we can just shove this in there until we decide how far we want it. A lot of the times I will do this with hot glue, especially if I'm only doing it one-sided, just because it's a little stronger. But with this, I'm not too worried about it. And you can always cut this off if you made it too, but I like to put it as much on this paper just because this is big, okay? A lot of times I'll have a smaller thing that's in the middle, and so I don't have to be quite so... okay, here's one's done, okay, and we'll do this again. So that's just about right, okay. I want it to sit above the bucket a couple inches, okay. So I'm going to go ahead while we're, normally, like I said, I would do this with hot glue, but I didn't plug it in before we started the video, so I am just going to throw in some glue. Okay, just for now. I'll probably go back in later and reinforce it with some stronger glue. Okay, but you're just going to stick it in here real quick. Throw some more glue in there. There we go. So you want it, like I said, about 2 inches. And if you want it to go all the way to the end, to the bottom, so you have good, structure here, so it's easy, that's no problem. Okay, you don't have to be worried about it being super straight because you can fix that when you stick it in. Okay, so there you go. There's your main part. Okay, we're all done, ready to go. Okay, now here's what I use. Did I already show you these? These are bamboo skewers. Yeah, I already showed you those, and the curly ribbon. So the only other thing I haven't shown you yet is tissue paper. I cut about 4 inches off of one side and the other. Again, you can get this at Dollar Tree, super easy. I'll probably use some blue, some red, some yellow. You'll see that you saw that in my intro. If I have just the way it does, because we decided that we were going to do red, blue, yellow, and brown. Okay, so, well, this one doesn't have any blue in it. That's just the way that the program turned out, right? So I'll probably make the base, the tissue paper, and probably the filler blue, just to add some blue to this one, and it's not all red and yellow, okay? Now, and when I talk about filler, this is what I'm talking about. You can get this at Dollar Tree too. You don't have to use this. Your curly ribbon may cover everything up, but I always do that just so I don't have to worry about something showing through. Okay, so first, let's do this. You got your floral foam, right? And we're going to put it right in the middle of the tissue paper. Then I'm going to gather it up a little bit. Actually, this is how I do it. This is easier. Look. And then just don't push it straight down because you'll tear it because it's tissue paper. Okay, so you're gonna gather it up a little bit so it smushes down there easier. Have all 4 of your sides up straight, like that. There you go, just like that. And then we're gonna take the floral foam, we're gonna put it right in there. Okay, just like that, boom, done. Now, if you don't like it sticking out this much, you can trim it down smaller if you want. You can curve the edges if you want, doesn't matter. Here, let me show you. I'm not gonna curve it, I'm just gonna cut the corners off. Okay, just like that, boom, done. It just gives you another layer of interest, and you know, nobody's gonna care. Okay, so pick your side. It doesn't matter since this one's gonna be round. I mean, it's gonna be, you know, 3D. Okay, then, okay, so you've got your floral foam in there. Then I think I'm gonna put blue in this one. You can get red, you can get blue, you can get yellow, you can get white, doesn't matter, okay? I just want to kind of cover up this floral foam. I just don't want it to be seen, okay? And you don't need much, look. I'll probably only use this $1 Dollar Tree thing for all 10 of my centerpieces. I just don't, in case you can see the foam, I don't want anybody to be able to see the foam, okay? That's it, boom, done. See how easy that is? Okay, next, we are going to get these ready to put in. Okay, what we're gonna do is you're gonna find your knot in the middle. See right here? Okay, I'm gonna move that out of the way. See this knot right here in the middle? Okay, and we are gonna connect it to one of these because we wanna be able to stick it into the floral foam, okay? So we're gonna take a half of the chenille stem. We're going to wrap it just like this a couple times around. It doesn't, again, nobody's going to be touching these, so they're not going to have a whole lot of, you know, if it was something that people would be touching, then you'd have to be, do it a lot more strongly, if that makes any sense, with a lot more strength because of the wear and tear. But this is just going to sit in the middle of your table and people are going to look at it, hopefully. Hopefully nobody will mess with it. There, now, look. See how we connected it? Now I'm going to pull this up to the top so you can't see it. Okay. Now you see that? All we did was just wrap it around here. Okay. And then we're going to put it in here and then we'll rearrange the curly ribbon once we put the sign in too. Okay. There we go. So even if you see some of that stick, it doesn't matter because we covered it in yellow. Okay. So let's go to the other side and we're going to do the exact same thing. Let's do it again. You're going to double it just like this. Oh, got one on the wrong side there. Okay, and you're going to wrap it a couple times around here. Okay, tight. Make sure it's tight. All of these wraps need to be tight. But since it's wire-based, it's going to stay. Okay, then... Now, we're going to wrap both of these pieces around the bamboo again, and you don't have to do it right at the end. That makes it kind of hard. And I'm trying to make it so you can see it. See what I'm doing here, okay? And I'm just wrapping it around. Okay. And that way, too, the stem is colored, and so if it does kind of show through a little bit, nobody will notice. See? Look. Okay, and we're going to put that one on this side. And you're just going to smush it all the way down into the floral foam. There we go. Pull that back up. Look, see a little bit of the stem is there. Boom, done. Now, all we need to do is stick our sign in there. Okay. I'm going to try and do this where you can see it. And you're just going to do just what we just did with the bows. You're just going to stick it right in the middle. Whoop, it's not straight. Hold on. Let me get it straight in here. There we go. Okay, now, see? But I don't want to see that stick. See that stick right there? I don't want to see that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of gather. As a matter of fact, I might take it out and make the stick shorter. But I also want the sign to be tall. So what I'm doing is, let me show you. I'm just separating all of these. Just like this. So they will cover up the little stick. Okay? So
See, just like that. And then when I put it back up, there you go, look. So you can't see the stick anymore, okay? Now, if you want, you can have a few coming out the bottom, which I think is really cute. Find some of your really long ones and pull them out. If you want, if you don't like it that way, you don't have to put them out. It's up to you on what you want to do. This one's got a little spot. There we go. Okay, let's get one of the red ones out. There we go, just like that. But you don't have to do that if you don't want to. If you want to just keep them all inside, you can. So there, now. And now you see why I put the blue in there, because now we're not worried about covering up the floral foam. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. Let's find a couple long pieces to stick out. There's a yellow. There we go. And then the rest of them, we're just going to kind of move them around. There we go. You could even wrap them a little bit around the stem. It doesn't matter. Just so you have it where you can't see the stick that the boots and chaps are on. And boom, there you go. Look at that. You're done. See how easy? Look at that. Look, here's the other side. Look how easy that is. How cute is that? You did it. I'm really proud of you. Hope you have a great party.